So I got rejected. Yeah, I did. Not once, not twice, but multiple times. A little story time with me as I get ready for a shoot. A shoot in the afternoon, so I have to quickly get ready for it. So as I said, I got rejected. So when I had the thought of starting detailing, I knew nothing about it. I knew absolutely nothing, so I had to do my research, So the first thing that comes to your head is YouTube. So I, like every other person, went to YouTube and went to learn about detailing and exactly what it entails. In the beginning, I started with the interior detailing and cleaning. That one is very easy to learn. There are a bunch of detailing videos on that on YouTube that explain how to detail a car. But it takes a lot of time. That's why most people prefer to just pay professionals to get it done. So as I learned more about detailing and exactly what it is, I got more interested in the paint correction and the ceramic coating. But paint correction and polishing is not something you can just learn from the internet. It's something that actually takes skill. Like, you need you need someone in person to teach you, to give you guidance on it. So I knew I had to pay to get taught. I went to multiple studios in Ghana. I researched about 12 detailing studios. I DM'd all of them and I told them about my interest to want to learn about paint correction. And then none of them replied to me. Like, none of my DMs were responded to. And I thought, oh, maybe because I sent a DM, they could think I'm not serious. Then I went in person to these studios. Every single day I went to a different studio, and guess what I got? A rejection. Every single studio I went to said no to me. Before, I used to think, why are they saying no? Like, I just want to learn the skill. And so I thought originally that they didn't used to teach it. It's not something that was being taught. Then I researched and I realized that they actually do train people to detail cars. Like, they have paint correction trainings. But then I was like, then why was I being rejected? Why wasn't my offer being accepted? But that did not stop me. I went on till one studio actually said, oh, they'll get back to me. They didn't say yes, but they were like, oh, they'll get back to me. So to me, that was like a good sign. Getting back to me was like a good sign. So I went home and then I waited for them to get back to me. I waited for them to get back to me. They never did, and I did a follow-up. I followed up like the week later. No response. I decided to go again. When I went the second time, they told me they are sorry, but they don't take in female trainees. What do you mean by you don't take in female trainees? Like, I was like, the thing is not that you don't take in trainees, you just don't take in female trainees. I got so upset. Like, that day I was very upset. So from then I just went home and I just stick to interior detailing. But then I started getting like polishing. Most of my clients would be asking me, do I offer polishing? Like, do I offer paint correction services? Do I do ceramic coating? Since I can't actually learn the skill, how about I pay someone who has the skill to do it for me? So I decided to partner with other detailing. That's how I got introduced to Didi detailing. But Didi told me that she was only into interior detailing, but then she knew an aspect. She knew a paint correction aspect. So she introduced the person to me. Then I met him. I met the owner of Top Shine Auto Detailing, and then he accepted the proposal. He was like, okay, fine, he's okay with that. And then so he accepted the proposal, and then he was like, how about instead of me reaching out to them every time I get a polishing or a paint correction gig, how about he just trains my boys, so the next time I get a gig I can just let them do it for me. That time, so I didn't really have a huge labor force. It was just my brother and a neighbor's son, one of our neighbors' son. So I was like, oh, that won't be bad. Then I just said it like it was more like a slip of a tongue. I was like, I would love to be trained myself, to have an idea. I would love to be trained myself if that's possible. And I was like, sure, why not? At that moment, guys, I was so shocked because I have been rejected like multiple times, and then I had obviously given up. I had given up the idea of learning the skill. So when he said, sure, why not? I was like, really? Like, for real, you are actually going to teach me? I was like, of course, if I want to learn, if I'm serious about it, of course, why not? And guys, that's just it. That's just how I was able to land this deal. I just by it's surprising. Until date, it baffles me at how sometimes you search so hard for something, and then when you are not, the time that you are not looking, the time that you're not looking at all, it just comes back to you, just like that. Speaking of which, if you are someone who is interested in also learning the trade, well, I have good news for you, because Top Shine Auto Detailing, they are bringing back their apprenticeship training and it's starting this month. So if you are someone who aspires or would like to learn the skill or the trade or anything about it, because honestly speaking, you could watch a lot of YouTube videos on how to do interior detailing, but paint correction and polishing actually takes an in-person skill. Like you need guidance, you need someone to guide you. It's not just about putting the machine on the car, it's about the placement, the placement of the machine, the amount of compound you use, the technique. It takes a lot of technique, trust me. The technique is insane, like, and the type of machine, like, it's just a very broad topic. So if you are interested in learning the skill, then you can join the Top Shine Auto Detail. You can join the Top Shine Auto Detailing. I'll tag them in this video, so if you're interested, you just join it.